Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm going to show you guys my Dragunity deck profile one more time because I wasn't really satisfied with the last Dragunity deck profile video that I did. So I just decided to, do on another take on the list. This list for my Dragunity this time around, I actually put a lot of thought and work on it. It is quite different from the last Dragunity deck profile that I did. So there's that. So without that being said, let's just get right down to the deck profile. Alright, oh yeah, spoiler, I am playing Prosperity in this deck profile because I think that the card is really good in Dragunity, and I'm gonna explain why in this video as well. Alright, so on to the Dragunity engine is the 7 broken tuners in the form of 3 Remus, 2 Phalanx, and the 2 Couse. The Couse and the Phalanxes, they're basically, these tuners are basically, the heart and soul of the deck. Like these tuners, they might look tiny, and its stats are really garbage. So you guys might think that for those of you, especially new players, you guys might think, well, what do these tuners do? Well, they are really great extenders that gives you like opportunity to like extend over and over again, and they are not once per turn. So that's quite very good. And the Remus is what pretty much what made this deck better. Like, what this deck really needed is the fact that Dragunity in the past, they really couldn't get into Dragunity Dragon Ravine fast enough. Sure, got the lake monster, but at the time, Terraforming got limited to compensate for that. So yeah, and Dragunity Remus in Ghosts of the Past, like, basically solve that problem. So, and then eventually Dragon Ravine went to 3 as well. So but still, then pure Dragunity as a whole need to look for a way to get into Dragon Ravine like fast enough. And the Lake Monster, the Remus, it doesn't really do that because it is weak to hand traps. And Remus, it's a pretty much it fixed that problem. So Dragon Ravine, Dragon Remus. I keep saying Dragon Ravine. I mean, I guess I keep saying that because this card is searches Dragon Ravine, and it's also a extender in the graveyard if you were Dragunity monster on the board. So yeah, Remus is really good. Yeah, it's exactly what the deck exactly needed. So moving on to the Dragunity part is one copy of Dux. This is the only ever normal summon that you ever make in this deck. Yes, I am aware that Dragunity Senators is the other normal summon that you make in this deck, but in this take on this take, I decided to completely cut out Senator as a whole because Effect Alert and Impermanence is starting to see a lot of play in the current meta right now. So I decided to cut Senator aside completely. Show Ducks it also commits a normal summon, but you are searching out the dogs without a neck. Where Senators, it not only commits a normal summon, you also need to discard a Dragunity card in order to go up, and that's assuming that you have a Dragunity card to go along with it. And then if you commit a normal summon to a Senators, and then you have a Dragunity card, well, well, you lost 2 cards, the one being normal summon of a Senators and the Dragunity card for the discard for the Senators spec, and then if they in from you, Gamma you, or if Valor you right there, you're at a significant disadvantage. Where Dragunity Ducks, it doesn't really have that problem because by the time you normal summon the ducks, like you like turbo through your deck like so much because you're searching your Dragunity decks out either off of Gae Dearg or the Dragon Ribbon search that you got of Remus. So you went through your deck in order to get the ducks. Where Dragunity Senators not only cuts your card in hand and if your Senator spec gets hand trap, well, your turn basically ends. So I think the Ducks is a superior normal summon in that regard. So I completely cut Senators in the equation. Sure, Senator is a good card, but Effect Baylor and Imperms are quite prevalent in the meta right now, or at least at the very least, I think they're starting to. So I decided to completely cut the card out. The card is still great, yes. It's a really good card to get to your combos, but I think Ducks is a little better compared to the Senator. So yeah, no Senators in this deck at this given point in time. God, I cannot talk today. Okay, moving on. Talk about the Senators. I mean, this card is not a bad card to open or draw into, because every time you open this or draw into it, it's just a free extender in your hand, so that you can like go up further. And then if you open this card going first, well, guess what? Your first Dragon Ravine search is going to be Ducks, and you don't really have to commit to your Dragon Ravine search in order to extend, because a lot of the times if you don't open Legatus, you're searching this card up the Dragon Ravine search, where if you open it, you're searching with the extent. So that's a play you can do right there. So yeah. Legatus I'm playing too, because like I said, it's not that bad of a card to open or draw into. Moving on with the Dragunity cards, well, Mystletainn and the Leyvaten, they're really good. Both of these are really great extenders that you actually need, so that you can like pop up and extend and combo off. Like, they are really good. Leyvaten in the graveyard is now most of a turn. So yeah, that's quite broken. Darkness Meta and the Tempest. I was actually debating on cutting the Darkness Meta, because ever since the errata, I mean, but then I feel like, well, Darkness Meta is still a really great card to be run in the deck. So I decided like keep it in. This card is a really good card if your hand is like insanely broken, because this card, if you bring it out of uptown and then your opponent have a in hand traps, it makes your opening hand that is like broken into like insanely broken, because this card is really good. And Tempest is Tempest because it searches out every Dragunity card that you need, except the Wing Beast ones. But the main reason why this card is in here, so that you can Gold Sarc it out and then search Remus that way. So yeah, that's the main reason why Tempest is in the deck. So yeah, those are the, I guess, Dragunity cards. I know the Tempest and the Darkness Meta are not named Dragunity cards, but they might as well be, because they work so well in the deck. Alright, now moving on to like more extenders, I guess. 2 copies of Areadbhair Revolution Dragon. In the last list, I played 3 copies of 3 copies of this card because at the time this card was really good and broken, but I found this card the hard way. Well, I do not want to open multiple copies of this card because if you want multiple copies of this, it's an absolute break in your hand because this card is only good in the fact where your hand is broken, and then if your hand is not broken and it's like mediocre, and then you open or draw into this card, well, it makes your opening hand even weaker. So I decided to cut the 1 copy and decided to only play 2. Card is still really good because this can bring back Gae Dearg from the graveyard as an extender, so that you can search for another combo piece if you really needed to. And then if your opponent somehow manages to get rid of your Crystal Wing, well, you can scale this card just right and then bring back Crystal Wing that way. So yeah, its Pendulum Skill Pick is really good, and it's also not once per turn. Yeah. A lot of the cards that you play in this thing are not once per turn. So yeah, that's really good. And the one Darkwurm to go off with the Revolution Dragon Search effect. I wasn't playing this in the last deck profile, but like I said, I want this deck to have more extenders. That's the reason why I'm playing 2 Senators. Darkwurm, it does the same thing going first. Sure, this is a weaker going second card, but going first on this card is really good, especially if you open it. But like with the Revolution Dragon, I don't want to open multiple copies of this card because it's a break. So that's why I'm playing just the 1 copy. I'm not playing the Gae Dearg, aka the Donut, because that card is awful in this deck. That card is not needed. Yeah. So don't even think about taking into consideration to playing the Gae Dearg, because just playing the 1 Dragunity in your deck is fine, I think. Okay, more extenders. 1 copy of Zephyros and 2 copies of Baby Roc. These might well be Dragunity cards as well, because you search this card. You actually going first. You search all 3 of these up of Gae Dearg to make your board and then flip and then like play the game. Like these 3 cards are like really good. And Baby Roc, guess what? Now once per turn. So yeah, and the most debating card in this league by far is this thing, Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. Okay, for this list, I'm playing this over the Amorphage package. Now, I'm gonna explain why I'm playing this card over the Amorphage package. Reason number 1, this card, unlike the Amorphage package, is not a break. Yes, and the Amorphage package with the LP being banned in this deck is so like achieve the board where you like Amorphage Goliath Electric lock your opponent out of the game. Like that combo is only good with LP in the game, but with LP taken out of the equation, it's like really hard to do. So if you play the Amorphage package and often one, and God forbid you draw both of the packages, well, guess what? Your hand is almost unplayable. Whereas this card is accessible through the deck at like any given time, because you can dump this to the graveyard up of Dragon Ravine. You can search this card out up of Gae Dearg. You can uncombo up this card with Leyvaten so that you can equip this card to the Leyvaten to extra deck like your opponent. Like the only advantage the Amorphage package gives you over this card is that with the Electry on the scale, your opponent cannot activate skills. But with, like I said, with LP gun, that combo is like almost impossible to do. So I choose to play this card instead over the Emerald Branch package, and for the time being, it turned out great. Like this card is a bit underrated because this card for the longest time, for especially in pure Dragunity, has been undershadowed by the Emerald Branch package for like such a long time. But now with LP gone, I think Dragunity, especially pure ones, is gonna start playing this card because, like I said, the card is like easily searchable in the deck. So yeah, now for the hand traps, is the Gamma package and the Imperms, because I want a main hand trap that does something to like do something against my opponent in case they hand trap me in some way, like having a way to protect your Dragon Ribbon search or just help resolve Remus and the Dragon Ribbon is like really crucial for this deck. Like Ash stops both of those, and the Gammas that stops the Remus effect, and just having the Gamma package going first in your opening it makes your combo play like so much safer. And then same thing goes with the Imperms as well. Sure, all of these cards are really great going second, but these three cards, they do something else going first, where the Veilers, the Ashes, or all other hand traps, well, they're quite dead in your hand going first. So that's why I'm running the Imperms and the Gamma packages instead, because they, in some ways, they do something for the deck going first to protect your plays at the very minimum. Okay, now for the spells, the Dragon Ravine and the Terraforming. Yeah, very standard stuff. Broken Runa, Divine Land, Dragon Negro, really good card. Gold Sarc for the Tempest. Cover the Grave, Monster Reborn, and the last 3 cards in the deck to make it a 40 card deck is 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity. Okay, this card I think is a must play card to be played in pure Dragunity moving on forward, because what this deck is a consistency. Sure, Dragon have been going to 3 and the Remus to be added in the deck. Sure, it increased the consistency of the deck quite a bit, but not to an extent where you can continue playing if you don't have access to those cards. Well, Pot of Prosperity is a contingency card and not a speed card, because on this card makes you look through your deck to get to your Dragon Ravine and the Remus search, and if your opening hand already has a Remus or a way to get into Dragon Ravine, well, this card digs through your deck to look for extenders so that you can continue playing. So part of prosperity over speed cards like cards of confidence and the absurd. I was trying the absurds and the cards of confidence for a while actually, but I feel like this card is a whole lot better, because like I said, this deck needs consistency, not speed. And playing, if you are playing this deck and want to play Cards of Consonance to look through your Remuses, your Dragunity, and for more extended so that you can continue playing, where you need to play more copies of Couses and the Phalanxes. And guess what? If your hand is stuck with a lot of tuners, that pretty much is a bad hand, or you can like make a play at all. So yeah, pot of prosperity over those cards. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that it is a main deck. It's a 40 card main. Now for the extra deck, I'm just gonna like zip and right through it because minimum card change in the extra deck. One Gae Dearg, one Barcha, one is all you need. I know Barcha is really broken because it is literally soul charge, but one copy is all you need. Areadbhair, Ascalon. This is what I put in instead of the LP because LP got banned. Borrel Savage again, Crystal Wing, one Spears, my play too actually, yeah, it's a consideration. One Romulus, one Halq Phalanx, one Pisty. Cards still quite good even without the LP. One Buster Whelp, one Saryuja Skull Dread. In place of the I forgot what card I took out. Oh yeah, the second Spears, because the second Spears it doesn't really come out often with the LP gun. I feel like, but Saryuja is a great extender card, and then it fixes your hand too. Borrelsword, Borrel case, the Red Eyes Link because it can come up sometimes. And the Atum. Atum's broken. Like, it actually is broken. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much wraps up my another take on my Dragunity deck. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. And yeah, just Leyvaten signing out. Peace out, guys. Peace out.